I'm Lynne Peyton, and I'm going to tell you about our C.O.R.E leadership program. This program is designed to help managers at all levels in organisations maximise their results and build really confident, empowered teams. And we call it C.O.R.E leadership program because we believe it gets to the heart of leadership. And C.O.R.E because it addresses all those fundamental challenges that come up for leaders on a day-to-day basis. So there are 4 elements to the program. The first one is communication. It's said that 80% of success is down to our communication. And we communicate in all kinds of ways. Sometimes we put an overemphasis on our verbal communication, but actually we communicate all the time with our facial expression, with our body language, and of course with our words. And not just our words, but our tone, how we actually use our voice to communicate. So sometimes we can say really hard or really difficult things, but in a tone of voice that makes it easier for them to be heard and understood. Sometimes the most important part of communication is the one that's most neglected, and that's the capacity to listen. The Dalai Lama said, when we talk, we are only rehearsing what we already know, but when we listen, we might learn something. Stephen Covey said that the challenge with most communication is that we listen to respond as opposed to listening to understand. And Bill Walsh of Power Team International says that it's really important that we listen, learn, and process what the other person is trying to communicate. So in this program, you're going to learn a lot about communication. The O in C.O.R.E is for optimization. Managers in all types of organisations are challenged with lack these days, lack of time, lack of resources. In this program, you're going to learn how to maximise your time, not just your time, but your energy as well, and maximise your resources. And of course, the most important resource that most of us have in any organisation is our people. So you're going to learn how to take care of your people, how to ensure that your organisation has staff well-being at its heart or at its core. So we're going to look at what are our current time wasters? What are the things that we actually get absorbed with every day that are not fruitful or productive? So because when we identify the things that we're wasting our time on, then we can come up with challenges to address those issues and ensure that we maximise our time and our energy as well as our people. And talking about people, the R in C.O.R.E is about relationships. We weren't meant to walk this path alone. We're always much more effective when we work in teams and when we work collaboratively with people both within our own organisation and in other organisations. So we're going to learn about how we can build effective relationships, how we can add value to other people first before we ask anything back in return. We're going to talk about the power of networking and identify who are some of the key people that we need to identify with both within our own organisations and in others. And we're going to talk about how important relationships are, relationships and trust to the building of an effective team. And finally, the E's for evaluation. We have to check in or check out how we're doing against our goals, against our strategic plans. So everything we do, we need to pause and check in and evaluate how well we're doing. So that evaluation could be a simple reflection at the end of every day. Did we achieve our priorities for the day? Always assuming that we actually set priorities. Did we achieve what we needed to do today? Was it a day well spent? What were the outcomes? At the end of the week, what were our outcomes for the week? Was this a good week? What made it good? What were some of the strengths? What have been some of the challenges this week? How effectively did we address those challenges? And similarly, along the line, every few months and at the end of the year, making sure we take time to pause and reflect and evaluate how well we're doing against our goals. So that's the C.O.R.E management leadership program. So check in with us and find out a bit more about how you can learn more about the C.O.R.E program and how you can enrol for this fabulous program that will help you and your team achieve even better results. Go to my website www.lynnepeyton.com or email me at lynn@lynnepeyton.com. We look forward to getting to the core of your leadership.